Joseph, turn your mic on. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Welcome to our show. We'll be with you momentarily. We're just giving you guys an opportunity to come in and say hello to everyone, congregate, all those good things. You guys know the routine, especially you guys that come every day. Thank you to our everyday people. Thank you so much. Big ups to our everyday people. Joseph, we got some good supporters out there.
Yes, we do. And I want to say, shout out to everybody who's been sending me early birthday gifts. I really, really appreciate you guys.
I know. I see you got a big old bottle of liquor.
Two bottles of liquor.
Got a big old bottle of liquor. Two. And Joseph, your favorite drink is Bailey's.
Yes,
so
and that's what they sent me.
I'm trying to come up with a special birthday drink for you. For your birthday, you know that, right? I saw a couple of them online, but I haven't decided which one. Joseph, we need to take time out and say hello to everybody on Facebook. Aries.
And I'm going to say happy birthday to all my Aries friends.
Okay, yeah, it's Aries season, y'all. Go out your grill. Go out your grill.
Whether it was in March or April coming up, you know, the March people I don't really see like that. No, I'm joking.
No, you ain't. The shade of it all. The shade of it all.
Well, you know, Aries people, because we are the way we are, we always say the March ones don't count.
Evil sometimes y'all need to be destroyed because y'all use your powers for evil.
We always say the March Aries don't count. And the March Aries say we don't count. Because believe it or not, we're different.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that this morning on the show. I got a couple of other things I need to talk to you about. I got a demonstration that I'm going to do this morning. That's what I was going to do this morning.
I don't know about that. Because, y'all, I'm going to be just as surprised and shocked as you are.
Yeah. Joseph.
Oh.
All right, so where y'all at? Because I don't see nobody on Facebook. Let me check my YouTube. Let's see what's going on with the girls. Do I need to start sending out emails and DMs and things?
Yeah.
Because y'all girls are really doing shows this morning. Don't be doing shows. Don't do me on a Friday.
Well, the YouTube people told me one time that we went live and none of them got a notification. That's why they were all popping in on us late.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't get a notification.
We always having, we
were live.
We always having the right to YouTube and find out what the heck is going on.
There go people popping in.
Yeah, I see him.
One of them.
Yo, we got an interesting show this one. We're going to talk a little bit about a couple of hot topics. We're going to talk about DMX. What else we going to talk about this morning, Joe? So we're going to talk about OG and
basketball wives.
And basketball wives. I don't know. We're going to talk about the George Floyd case because, I had this. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about George Floyd. But, I don't like to keep people waiting. We have Speaker Truth with Roxanne in here. We got Uncle Fred in here. I don't like to keep people waiting. So I am going to
start the show.
Ooh, Joseph, look. Yes, we need to invest in that. But anyway, guys, we're going to get the show started. I'm going to do the countdown, and we're going to go right to it. I don't want to do a trailer. I don't want to do a trailer. We'll do a trailer at the end of the show. Hold on. So with that being said, you ready for me to do the countdown?
Go ahead and start.
Okay. hello, and good morning,
Hey,
everybody.
everybody.
Ooh, Joseph,
Yes.
getting old is not easy. It's not
It
easy.
ain't.
Child, every
My
day you
mind
wake
says
up.
I'm young, but my body says I'm turning 50.
Oh, no, not you. Not Mr. Shawam.
I just said my mind says I'm young,
Exactly.
but my body says I'm 50.
But I'm surprised, Mr. I could Shawam.
I can. I have one good one left in me.
With the amber lamp.
And I
on
did
the
it in the
side.
snow.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose.
At least I know that I can do it and get
That
back up.
wasn't on purpose. No, because you got a complaint talking about I just broke my ankle.
Because it was an accident. It wasn't on purpose.
Right. It was an accident.
If you would have saw me, it was a full.
It was an accident. Remember
it was
that?
a full shawam.
Yes,
I promise you.
it was. Your
full
glasses.
shawam.
I found your glasses the very next morning in the snow. I was like,
I didn't
what
even,
is that over here?
I didn't even pay no mind that I didn't have them back on.
Right.
I was so what's the word? Disheveled.
Okay. But wait a minute. The operative word here is accident. And if you try to do a shawam, it's going to be an accident.
No,
and we're going to have the paramedics on the side, honey, to soothe whatever ailments that you have.
Thank you for
And
becoming
they
a
may
member,
have
Roxanne.
to take you into the emergency room, child, and let the triage nurse see you. Now, me, I stays in my lane. Like I told you, I hit my senior button. I got a senior button. This is the senior button right here. Every senior citizen out there watching us, hello, we got a senior button. You know, some people be like, you ever be out with your friends and family, and they say, all right, y'all, y'all decide to go on a trip or something like that. So, like, let's say a national park, and there's a activity called like horseback riding, and everybody's like, oh, let's all go horseback riding, or the Grand Canyon. Okay, now the Grand Canyon, you can ride down the canyon on a donkey. Right. See, this is when the senior button comes in handy, because you say to yourself, am I gonna go get on this ass and ride it down the canyon? Get your senior button. See, because your senior button ain't gonna never lead you wrong. Your senior button gonna tell you, don't get me, bitch, are you crazy? Deranged? Delusional? You crazy, deranged, delusional if you think that you're going to get up on that little horse and ride down the canyon with your senior citizen self. What if you fall? See, they say after 40, don't fall. Is it after 40 or after 50?
After 40.
After 40, don't fall. Most seniors that are most seniors between the age of 65 and up, they really say don't fall, because that's your demise.
Well, see, I can't fall right now because I'm getting calcified until they send my medicine.
Oh.
My bones are getting calcified, which means they can break very easily.
Oh no.
So,
well, you better.
Hey, Jean, good morning. Hey, Melissa.
And keep the shawams in your mind, honey. Don't try to do one for your birthday.
Hey, Trisha.
I can't wait to your birthday party. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have so much fun.
I'm about to drop the link. If you didn't catch the interview we did with Roxanne, I came on last night.
Yeah.
I'm putting the link in the chat.
Yeah, I got
for you guys to go out and check that out after we're done here.
We got a lot of comments about that interview yesterday. I was shocked. I was very shocked. We got a lot of comments.
Thank you, Roxanne, for sharing your story.
Yes, thank you so much. We really appreciate you sharing your story with us, guys. That interview was emotional for me. It really was, because I connect with Roxanne because she's my sister. She's one of my queens, and we're survivors. We're survivors. We're survivors of sexual abuse. We're survivors of mental and physical abuse. Those are things that we experienced when we were children, teenagers, adults, and we're survivors of it.
And you know something that got me last night? Like, I hear people tell their stories, and when I say it doesn't bother me on a level where it takes me back to that place. But last night, when Roxanne was talking about going to the hospital as a little girl and getting examined, oh my God, she like put me right back. I was there on that gurney in the hospital, and I'm like, oh, this is too much for me right now. Because like nobody's ever told a story, and it zapped me back to that place. And when Roxanne told her story, I guess because nobody ever really talks about that part, and I guess that's the part that really traumatized me the most. So when she was talking about going to the hospital and doing the rape kit, it just put me back in that headspace. Like, oh my God. Like I saw myself as a little kid laid out on that gurney in the fetal position and hearing what the doctor told my mother and then hearing her reaction to it. Like it took me to that place. So like when you was getting torn up, when she was talking about the hospital, I was like, oh God, don't cry, don't cry. Cause it was like, it just put me back in that place. Cause that was the most traumatizing thing for me when they put me in that position and they told my mother that, yes, I don't even have to examine your son. I could see from right here that he's been penetrated and somebody's been touching him.
Yeah.
And my mother screamed and she was, because I don't want to say, I don't think this, but I was kind of thinking she was hoping I was lying to a degree.
Uh-huh.
But then when the doctor confirmed it, that just like sent her into a frenzy.
Right. I mean,
and it was like, but as a child, you feel bad. You feel like you did something wrong. And that was the part that I had to realize I didn't do anything wrong because her reaction was just a mother's reaction.
Right.
It wasn't a reaction of me doing something bad, but as a child, to see your mother cry and scream and get angry, you have to realize it's not at you, it's at the other person.
Right.
But at 8 years old, you just think, oh my God, I did something wrong. I upset my mother. Oh my God. And when Roxanne was talking about it, it just took me back to that space. And I was like, this never happened to me before. Like nobody ever talked about something that put me in that headspace. So I get it. Like when you started getting emotional.
Well, see, I got emotional for a whole totally different reason, Joseph, is because, I'm sitting here, I'm listening to you and Roxanne, and, I see that you guys, I kind of got a little upset with myself because, you guys had an opportunity. Yours was reported. See, my sexual abuse was never reported, and it was due to me because I never told anybody. Because the first person that sexually abused me was a stranger, and when he did what he did, I never told my mother. I especially did not want to tell my father because I thought I was going to get a beating. And so then my cousin, my relative who was sexually abusing me, he always told me, nobody will ever believe you. They will never believe you. So you can tell whoever you want to tell. They will never believe you. And when I tried to tell people in my family, they didn't believe me.
And I wasn't laughing at what Tramel said. I was laughing because I thought about Uncle Fred when he found out what happened to me and his reaction. He was angry. But see, when he got angry, I knew he was angry at the person. With my mom, I thought it was like the disappointment or that I did something wrong. With him, I knew that I didn't do anything wrong. He wanted to attack the person that attacked me. And I didn't even I don't think he even remember what he said. I told him recently what he said that I remember that he was like, I said that. I said, yeah, you said that. Like, people don't realize certain things stick out in kids' heads. That's why you have to really be careful what you do to children. Because even me and my sister, they don't. Like my sister knew what happened, but until I confirmed it verbally with her, she told me she always thought it was a dream she was having. She didn't realize that it was real until later on when we were older and I told her about it. And, kids remember things differently. and different. Me and her have been in the same places, doing the same thing. I remember one thing. She's like, that never happened. And I'm like, yes, it did. Where was you? And she tells me something that happened. And I'm like, that didn't happen.
Thank you so much, Daryl Moore. We
And
really
she's like-
appreciate that. You know, Daryl Moore said, I'm sorry, I didn't cut
No,
you
no,
off. Daryl Moore said that he loves our lighting and he likes our backdrop.
Thank you.
So much, Daryl Moore. Shout out to Daryl Moore and the 18. Yo, you guys make sure you check them out on tonight. They come on tonight at 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know whose channel they're going to be because they go between
They
channels.
switch channels.
Roxanne is in the chat. She can tell y'all whose channel they're going to be on tonight.
Yeah.
Hers. Let me see a transcript. Daryl's or Natural's.
Yeah. So shout out to the 18. Shout out to Daryl Moore for his work that he's doing over there in his sector. Yeah, we appreciate that, Daryl. Thank you so much because we try. I try.
That's his department.
Child.
See all the comments and the emails and
That's him.
the getting people to come to the show. That's my department.
Yeah.
Him, all of this extra and stuff.
Yeah.
Tremel's
I try.
department.
I really do.
We try to share between the two.
Yeah.
Like I always tell y'all, if y'all send him a message personally, I let him answer it, or I'll read it to him.
Yeah, he read it to me.
And then say, tell me what you want to reply. Because I don't like, if you send one of us a message, I want us to
y'all
answer.
see, it's a reason for that. See, I got bipolar disorder, honey. My organizational skills are not what they should
Because
be.
child, Tremella be still typing you a response the way he typed.
But I've always been a techie. Always been a techie. You know, since I was a kid, I've always been a techie. I could do this in my sleep.
He can do all day long.
Yeah, I could do
I
it
don't
in my
have
sleep.
the patience for it. I ain't even gonna lie. Because if you left it to me, I'd be sitting here with a wall behind me.
That's all.
A wall, not even
That's
a green
it.
screen, just the wall.
But you know what, Joseph? It's so funny. I look back. I look at us now, right? We're standing behind this beautiful backdrop, and we got the lighting, we got the microphones, we got the sound, but we got all this. We started in our bedroom in Jersey City.
Because this was just a dream. We always talked about doing this.
Yeah, but we didn't know nothing about doing it. I didn't know nothing about doing it,
how to do it.
And we started out in our bedroom.
And we know y'all missed the headboard.
Yeah, people send us messages. Why y'all don't never come live in our bedroom no more? Where's the bedroom set?
And that's why I share,
Jersey City child.
when the old videos come up, I share them to our Facebook page, McRae Kingz, so you guys can see them. Like Lisa watched the video today that we did, and she thought it was a comedy skit. And I told her, I was like, Lisa, I don't know if you remember me and Tremel talking about having a manager that tried to change us.
Yeah, we had a manager.
But we made that video because that's how she wanted us to be. And she was like, oh, no, I love my Kingz. She said, I thought that was a comedy skit because it was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was.
Because we was cooking breakfast.
It was funny looking at it, though.
Looking at it now, it's funny because we knew what we were doing.
I was mad, though. I was mad that it had fun.
We were making fun of it.
Yeah.
Because we knew that people, even in the comments, because we did it on Facebook Live, even in the comments, people were like, what are y'all doing? Like, wait a minute. Joseph ain't said one curse word yet. What's going on? Like, everybody that watches us knew something was wrong. But they thought we were doing like a comedy skit. They thought we were being funny and we were being serious.
Yeah.
Because that's how she wanted us to act.
Yeah,
and I was like,
say, hello.
I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to be a serious
Welcome. She wanted us to just be like,
proper English
and smiling and
smiling
shit like that. You know, y'all know we don't do that here.
I'm not doing
we feel it. It is what it is. It's realness.
If
it's
that was your
transparency
for
and
us,
all that stuff.
That would, and what made me mad about the situation.
I think we came back and read her, didn't we?
Right.
We did.
As a person, I don't have a problem. No, but I'm saying, as a person, I don't have a problem with her. As a manager,
she sucked.
You see what we do.
You sucked, D.
You came to us.
You were a horrible, terrible manager.
You came to us and said, I see something wonderful. I want to manage y'all if y'all want me to do it. And that's fine. We was on board with everything. But then you tried to change us.
No, she was saying something. Tremel, you're not looking into the camera.
Right. It was just like,
girl, what?
It was just,
It was too much.
I'm not a CNN anchor, and I'm not sitting there. Hello, thank you, welcome for coming to McRae.
Oh, you know, it was
Coffee with the King.
I don't think we was ready for management at that time because we were in the space of developing ourselves. See, we were always we were
really
always
was finding out
comfortable talking in front of the camera. We weren't always comfortable talking like this in front of the camera, so we were still like growing at that time. I thought it was just too soon for us to have a manager, and we did. We said to her with all due respect, we don't need your services anymore. Although we are looking for management now. Because when we Joseph,
now we don't.
One thing for sure, this pandemic is almost over with, guys. We'll be getting back to hopefully some normalcy and summer months and stuff like that
under control.
And we want to travel. We want to travel. We want to take our motivational speaking on the road. We want to connect with some other content creators and do some meet and greets and things like that. So, you know. We definitely need a manager now because, God, we got to have somebody to schedule the tour and all that. It's just a whole lot of work. And Joseph, although he does a good job, I know it'd be heavy on him. It'd be heavy on you too, all that stuff.
Wait, Roxanne said that's why she don't text you.
Why?
Because she didn't take it. First of all, if you get Tremel to read the text, like I sent him something a couple of days ago, that I know if he saw it, he would be sitting there crying, and he hasn't read it yet.
I don't know why I got a cell phone. I don't know why I got a cell phone. Don't nobody call me.
And when they do,
calls everybody, and it's not, you know, I'm not saying this. If you call him
when he sleep, he ain't picking up.
Yeah, I'm not saying this because I get in my feelings because it don't bother me that people don't call me because I'm not a phone person. It don't bother me
all day long
that people don't call me, and so. You know, when I talk to my family, sometimes they call me sporadically, or I'll for the most part reach out to my family and stuff like that. But I'm just not a phone person. You know, this is just a piece of equipment that I carry around. And sometimes I watch YouTube and I watch my you know,
it's so bad. People text me and
I don't even go on Facebook that much no more.
It's Tremel, okay? I'm like, Tremel, check your phone.
I can't remember the last time I posted on Facebook. I can't even remember the last time.
I'm telling y'all, if you want or need a child, if it's an emergency, don't even bother, because child, you'll be dead before he responds. He'll be like, oh, so-and-so texted me 5 days ago.
Yes,
Tremel is dead.
And I be feeling so bad. I be feeling so bad, like, somebody texted me and asked me what Joseph wanted for his birthday, like 2 days ago. I just saw the message this morning.
You know, that's why I tell everybody, if you want something, if you need something, if you got a show idea.
It's one track, Joseph. I'm Joseph. Listen, y'all hear me say it. I'm proud of my age. I'm 53 years old, but with that comes a lot of different things, you know.
Especially text, because I'd rather text you.
So when you get old, like me, when you get older, like me, when you get all this, see, these are here for a reason. See, all this gray hair, I earned every last one of them. I earned every last gray hair that I have. And see,
look, do you need this?
Yes.
Well, it's
Lord have mercy. Jomel, go somewhere.
Because that's gorilla tape. And if you get it on you, you're going to be like the girl in the video.
And then he be looking at us like we crazy. Don't be sitting up there with your ears turned down like you ain't listening to me. Yeah, but y'all, let me tell you something. And I'm telling Joseph heard it yesterday from Roxanne. Roxanne, you heard, we told him, right? Did we tell him or what?
Well,
I told you. See, Joseph think he know everything, y'all. My husband is very smart. He's very intelligent, very, very smart. But I told him, I said, Joseph, wait till April 16th when you turn 50. Oh my God, you gonna see your lens, your eyes. You gonna see some things. You gonna see so much clearer. It ain't even funny. And then I'm gonna have to deal with them.
I didn't say I know everything. What I said was when I was close to turning 40. Like as my birthday was progressing to 40, like everything he just said was happening. Like life was looking different to me. Things were looking different to me. Things that I thought were important, I realized were stupid. All I said to him was, in the process of turning 50, that light bulb hasn't come on yet because I feel the light bulb came on when I was 40. And I told him, if another light bulb comes on, then I'm going to have x-ray vision because I'm going to really see through bitches. Because if I'm as good as I am at 40, at 50, you really ain't going to be able to pull no wool over my eyes. Because I can, like, it's just, I don't feel that same progression like I did when I was turning 40. Like, literally, when I was 39, turning 40,
50 is there's no
as
room
my
for
birthday
comment.
was getting closer, like, things just started turning in my head, and I started seeing things different, and I started realizing a lot of things, and I'm like, wow.
But you know what it is about 50?
But when I'm turning 50, it's like, okay, I don't have that progression. Now, it may hit me on my birthday when 50 comes.
It's gonna hit you.
It may hit you.
It's gonna hit you like a
maybe
brick
50
wall.
is a magical thing because it's halfway to 100.
Yes, let me say this. 50 is like there's no room for conflict.
Hey, love Kingz.
There ain't no room for conflict once you turn 50. There ain't no room for conflict because you be like, And if you don't, check your bulb. Check your bulb. Check your light. Because 50, there is no room for conflict. You don't take no shit from nobody. You say what the hell, hold on, you say what the hell you want to say, and you do what the hell you want to do, and you don't care. You don't care what people think. Now, I'm not saying this to say that you turn into this mean, snarly person. No, what I'm saying is that life makes so much more sense. Even the things that you have weathered through, it makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. You're going to feel so different, Joseph. I can't wait.
No, but I get
You're going to feel so
the
different.
The things you're saying are things that I've already
No. I know that. I understand that, and I get that. But what I'm saying to you is when you wake up on the 16th of April and you are actually 50 years old, you are going to, you see, I can't even explain it to you. I really can't explain it to you what I'm talking about because because I can only tell you of my experience when I turned 50. When I turned 50, it was like, ooh, for real? Damn. Well, how much is the taxes on that? I was like,
Uncle Fred said, wait till you turn 70 and really don't give a
I ain't even, listen. Let me tell you something. I am not even looking. I'm not going to say I'm not looking forward to it because, Lord, please let me live to be 70. And Uncle Fred is a great example of what I would like to be like when I'm 70 because to me, Uncle Fred is vibrant. You know, Uncle Fred gets up every morning, you know, he takes his shower and he just makes sure he just goes out for the day. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just going to the store, Uncle Fred gets up and he does some type of activity.
Just riding around the neighborhood and coming back.
Yeah, that's how he stays alive. That's how, he keeps the juices and stuff flowing out. I don't want to know about the juices, Uncle Fred. Kill the visual Jesus. I don't want to know about that. But, I'm pretty sure he got a little quart, a little half gallon of juice somewhere, sitting somewhere.
His little spunky, his little nasty mouth.
Yeah, right. But see, Uncle Fred, and that's so crazy. Uncle Fred is just he's a person to me that's like, he has so much order to him. There's a place for everything in its place, and he keeps things like that. Uncle Fred is very structured like that. He's very personal.
We see he wants to be personal, of course, because I've known him all my life.
Yeah, because that's your uncle. But on the outside looking at me, I see.
Oh no, he's
very personal. He has a very personal life, but then he also has friendships with people. And you and I, because we live with Uncle Fred, we hear him talking to his friends and laughing and joking and having fun and da-da-da-da-da-da. But then he got another side to him. He'd be like, this nigga, mind your business. Mind your business. This wrong folks' business. Mind your business.
No, here's his favorite thing. Bitch better not say the wrong thing to me. You say what you want to other people. But this is me. You ain't going to talk to me that way.
Exactly. Exactly. And he done put us in our place a couple of times, child. Me and Joseph be fighting to tooth to nail, child. And Uncle Fred will come in and say, wait a minute!
And you know, give me no, shut up!
Right now. And it's like,
You ever notice in those situations he don't have to tell me nothing because I just automatically get quiet?
No, you ever notice in those situations we don't scare him? Because I be scared. I know you'll be scared. Because I be coming at you like, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I
Don't be scared.
He should.
He be so scared. He be just as calm as a cucumber. And I'm like, you know, some of the stuff that Uncle Fred done pulled us out of. I'm surprised he ain't just said, "Y'all get the hell out of my goddamn house and don't come in here no motherfucking more." Some of the shit that we done did, not to him, but to each other. He has had to witness the wrath of the McRae Kingz. And when we start fighting,
let me tell you something about Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred don't have no stalkers. Because Uncle Fred will tell you in a minute, don't make me call my nephew. Him and my mother love doing it. My mother would tell people all the time, you mess with me if you want, but my son is really big and he protects me. Uncle Fred, the same thing. I ain't worried about you. My nephew ain't going to let nothing happen to me. Because he know that we take a phone call. Now it might take me about 4 hours to get there. 4 or 5 hours to get there. But I get there.
Right, Joseph. Hold on.
At the door?
Yeah.
But yeah. But my family know, and the bad part is they all know I'm crazy because they all use me as a scapegoat. Because they not. One thing about me is if you're my friend or my family, I'm going to protect you. I just have this protective nature about myself. And especially if I know that you're not a person that starts trouble. See, people that start trouble, I tend to let them stay in trouble because I don't like people that start trouble. I don't. But people that I know mind their business and don't bother nobody and more or less are pacifists until you get them to that anger level, those are the ones I step in and be like, don't bully them, bully me. Bully me. Bully somebody who's going to give you a run for your money. Don't mess with somebody that I know is going to be nice or after they curse you out, they're going to be feeling bad because they're like, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have let them take me there. I ain't gonna have that. I don't have that mentality. You take me there, we just go there. But I just have this protective nature about myself. That's why Tremel always says I'm his pit bull, because he knows that I'm not gonna let anybody, and that's just me with my family, with my friends. And actually my sister on her channel, make sure you go and subscribe to my sister's channel. I'll put her link in the chat as well. And then I'll put Roxanne's interview back in the chat because I'm sure it rolled all the way up. But yeah. Hey Patricia, how are you today? Now, what I do know is that, I done messed up my mic, child. What I do know is that next Friday for my birthday, while we're waiting for Tremel, I'll show you my other mask. Here's another one of my masks for my party. Yes, so make sure you come to my masquerade. Put your mouth shut up, ain't nobody but your mouth. And that's why you see me looking a mess, because I'm waiting till next week to get all of this together and tidy it up and make myself cutesy for the video.
Oh, I had to go downstairs and get this. Hold on.
Tremel's mask came, I guess.
No.
Oh.
I had to go downstairs and get this because y'all, Joseph had asked me. Oh, look at that. Get a load of that. They really want us. They really try to get us straight.
Oh, child.
I really had to go downstairs and get this because Joseph saw this crown that he wanted to wear for his birthday.
And Uncle Fred, I got it. Because I know you're going to ask me, did I get it?
He saw this crown and he wanted to wear this, but he said, babe, I know it's corny, but I want to wear this for my birthday. And I was like, okay. So I went out and got it for you. And this is it. It's his birthday crown.
You gonna fit my big ass head?
Oh yeah, it's gonna fit your head because this is like adjustable, not like the other one. The other one I really bought for the wedding.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you know what? Remember you said you wanted to get them one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Let me just pick out new ones.
Yeah.
But this is the corny crown
This is my
that
king
my
crown.
husband wanted to wear for his birthday.
Let me tell you something. You
gotta
say
adjust it
corn.
like
Wait.
this. You
I
gotta adjust
got
like
it.
this. Hold on. I got you.
See, you breaking it. You done broke it.
I did not.
You did.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay. I can fix it.
Okay. Well, go on. You go ahead and fix it.
You can't even get your own gift and put it on the way you want.
But listen. So this is one of the crowns
I
that
told you
Joseph
my head too damn big for everything.
will be wearing on his birthday, along with his little
My corny king crown, but I like it.
his sash. He got a little sash, so we gotta get his sash and put his little sash on y'all. Look,
There you go.
it says the birthday cake. So he'll be having this.
Let me tell y'all what Tramel can't do. Tramel can't never get me something. Like, he can't hold the secret to save his life.
No, I can't keep the secret, y'all. Don't tell me nothing. I'm telling.
He done gave me my birthday gift.
Yeah, because you know Joseph, and then I gave you those. I got you these.
You know what I'm saying? I love my husband, though.
But, see, Joseph is not an easy person.
I can hold a surprise from Tramel until the day of, and he'll never know.
See, because you're not easy to shop for, Joseph. You're not easy to get gifts for.
You broke my damn crown.
Joseph. God damn it, we'll get some Gorilla Glue.
No, leave it. No, don't go bending it no more.
I'm not bending it. You have to adjust it. So
okay, well, I'll adjust it. You just rough and want to break everything.
Crown and get out my face. Go on somewhere. Go on somewhere and get out my face with it.
Always want to be rough.
Joseph, can I see your phone for a minute? Give me your phone. See who been texting you.
Ain't nobody been texting me.
Check your phone. Check your phone. See who texting you.
Go ahead.
I did that. I'm not really gonna check his phone because I don't check my husband's phone. And not that it's not none of my business. It's just really none of my business. But I did that because I was watching. This court show this morning called it's called Restraining Order. This judge, she's a judge that just deals with restraining orders, and I hear so much on this show how people. This one girl said, as soon as her husband hit the door, he got to give her his phone so she could see who been texting him. So she could look at his Facebook to see who been leaving comments under his pictures, who's been doing what. What's the sense of being in a relationship like that? What's the sense? What's the sense? I don't understand people like that. I don't understand. Like, I have my husband's password to everything. I can get into anything of Joseph's. I don't. For what?
Ain't no reason to.
For what? When I need to check his check and see who's in his DM. Why? And with ladies, why do y'all get so mad when somebody either likes a picture of your boyfriend or leaves a comment? Why do you get so in your feelings about that? It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
My thing is this. Even Tramel gets upset, and I asked him, I said, why? He gets upset if you come in his DM and tell him he's sexy or hello sexy.
Oh, no, I don't like
something
that.
like
Don't do that. No.
That don't bother me. Because if I wasn't married, just because I'm married don't mean that you can't find me sexy and vice versa. You can't find my husband sexy.
See, I know where it's going.
No, but see, that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want to say, hey, sexy, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say hello back. Because I've had people do it, hey, sexy, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. Oh, your husband's a lucky man. Thank you. And keep it moving.
Yeah,
they give my husband the respect. And I didn't say, oh.
Yeah, they'll do that to me. They'll say, hey, sexy, and then they'll say hello, and then they'll say, I bet, like last week, this guy, he sent me a DM. He said, hey, sexy. I said, hello. He said, I bet you got some sexy ass feet. What the fuck my feet got to do
Child, if he knew
with
like
any
I
goddamn
knew.
thing? If he knew, child. These
ain't
feet,
hardly sexy.
child, these feet ain't hardly sexy, honey. Ain't nothing sexy about these, honey. They'll scare you to death. But I always get the after effect. They always gotta go somewhere. Always gotta go somewhere. You got a nice body. They'll send me a picture of their private parts. They'll send me a picture of their ass. They'll start saying these nasty things, and I'll tell them in the beginning, I'm a married man.
But have you ever noticed? Like I've noticed, a lot of the ones that try with me are already Tramel's friends.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you already know I'm married because you friends with my husband, and then a lot of them that try it with him are friends with me. So you already know that I'm his. And if you notice, a lot of them probably look like me, light-skinned big dudes. Just like most of the men that come on to me are older, dark-skinned men, because they know, they see what my husband look like. So they're trying it because they're like, oh, well, if that's what he likes, let me try. You can't try because this is my husband.
Right.
And it's like,
and you'll get beat back.
As long as you keep it
you'll get
respectful,
beat, honey.
Like,
you will get beat.
The other night, I added somebody as a friend. I can look at them and just know, like, okay, bitch, you making a mistake, but give a bitch a chance.
Okay.
And I added him as a friend. As soon as I added him, he come in the DM. Hello, hi, how are you? Fine. See, I give one-worded answers to let a person know I'm not interested like that. I give one-worded answers, and then he's like, how's your evening going? Fine. Then he goes, so what do you want to see? I said, absolutely nothing.
Yes, and see, that's why I don't now.
And he got quiet. I'm like, absolutely nothing. Like, oh, come on, what am I supposed to say? I want to see your dick. I want to see your ass. Like,
but you know what I do now?
I just added you as a friend. Like, and then of course I go in and block him. Because now you deserve to be blocked. No, because even, and I'm not saying this because even if I wasn't married, he still would have got blocked. Because you don't know me. You don't know me, and what makes you think I want to see anything you got to offer?
Right.
Like, I just, and then what makes me mad is I can accept that from a 20-something. I can't accept that from a 40 or 50-year-old man.
You a grown, ass man. It's like at certain points still being nasty.
You have to get past using sex to get what you want.
Yeah.
Because if all you want is sex, there's a lot of people out there that want more than that.
Right. And see, that's the sense I'll be thinking. I'll be thinking like, okay, what if I was single? You coming at me like that? That's right. You coming at me. That's all you got for. That's what you got for me, bro.
It don't even really be about me being married. Honestly, it's just the disrespect behind it. Like, even if I was single, I want more than a wet ass and a dry mouth. I wouldn't.
I do.
Now, if you caught me 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, if I'm online, then maybe, because you know that's the little whoring hours. But at 8, 9, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, no, I don't want nothing from you, whether I'm married or not. And it doesn't have. Yes, it has a lot to do with me being married now. But I'm just saying whether I'm married or not.
That's why
because I just can't. I just got to a point in my life where I wanted more. And in the process of wanting more, and this goes for anybody and everybody, because I know a lot of people that say they want more, but yet you still do the same thing.
Right.
The Bible says you have to come out from amongst them.
Right.
So if you want more, then you got to come away from the whores.
Right.
Because if you stay around the whores, guess what people
going to be
oh. And ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do.
And Dr. Dre says you can't make a whole housewife.
It's slut shame, because I'm the last person that should be doing that. But I'm just saying.
Well, I ain't never been no slut, so I can slut shame.
I've whored myself around. And that I did. Looking for love.
Well, I ain't gonna say I did my dirt.
I whored myself around, and I can admit that now.
I follow a lot of street rules, you know. It's like I do my dirt all by my lonely. I do my that. When I was single, that was my motto. I do my dirt all by my lonely. That person over there, you, as my best friend, that's too many people knowing my business. I do my dirt all by my lonely.
And
Can't nobody, no, can't none of my friends, God rest them, but most of their souls, but couldn't none of my friends say anything negative about me when it came to sexual innuendos and, things like they couldn't say nothing about because I did my dirt.
Uncle Fred, you just asked about Monte, and there he is.
I sure did. I did my dirt. Listen, people, do yourself a favor. Do your dirt. Now I'm talking about your dirt. I'm talking about your little sexcapades, your little one night stands and all that stuff. Don't be sharing that with your friends. It's gonna come back to bite you. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to bite you. And definitely don't write it down. Speak it, forget it, write it, regret it. Speak it, forget it, write it, regret it.
And they're absolutely right. They said you're not selected for who you sleep with. And the minute they like you and you don't want to do it again, the first thing they're going to do is trash your dick, your ass, or your pussy.
Exactly.
They're going to talk about you. Oh, it wasn't all that good.
That's
Meanwhile, you know you had them sweating and panting, and then they're dead because you put it on them. But they're going to run around screaming, oh, it wasn't all that.
Right.
It
the
wasn't all
less
that.
people that know, the better. The less people that know, the better. And
but
most people that should know is zero.
But then that also depends on the person.
No, I don't be gossiping with my friends like, girl, child.
What I'm saying is you could be with somebody. As soon as you walk in the club, they be, oh, I used to have that. I had
yeah.
So you can't stop people from saying it. But like I had a friend, we don't speak anymore, had a birthday party. And I went to I was there. And I said to him, I said, with the exception of one person in here, everybody in here you done had sex with, how do you feel? Even me, even down to me. I said, you have had sex with every single man in this room except one. How does that make you feel? I feel good. I was like, child, that's impossible. You look around the room, you don't award yourself to every last one of us. Every last one of us except one person in that room. And I know for a fact they never did anything. One person in that room. Everybody else, all of 25 of the rest of us that was in there, you done hoard yourself to every one of us. Some more than once. How do you feel? How do you feel that your guest list is all people you done had sex with? Like damn near every friend you got, you had sex with them. Like that, don't that make you feel some kind of way? No. Well, it should. Because if it was me, I'd be standing here wanting to put my head in the dirt like an ostrich. But I said maybe that's what got you in trouble in the first place. Bending over.
Oh no.
Wow. It's sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. And if you want more, if you want better, you got to do better. And when I started doing better, people didn't want to talk to me like they used to, or I tell men, oh no, I'm being celibate, or I haven't had sex in 2 years because I'm just on a whole different journey in life. Crickets after that.
Hey, Adrian, hey, and shout out to Trisha. Y'all send a shout out to Trisha
and Patricia.
Yeah, and Patricia. Shout out to Trisha. Trisha is one of our best moms.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Trisha's she's our.
They both hold us down.
She's our day one. She's one of our day ones, and so I love to give her. I love to shout her out. Every opportunity I possibly can that I get to shout her out, I love to shout her out.
Hey, Adrian Slaves.
She's one of our day ones, and she has always been with us. She's always been supportive. She's always rocked with us. She's always made sure she puts the right information in the chat and all that stuff. She really does. And thank you, Trisha. I commend you for that. I really do. I really do appreciate you. And we also appreciate you too, Patricia, and also
Reese Cup,
and what's the other girl's name? It's a lot of y'all out there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all day ones. It's a lot of y'all that are even day ones that like really, really support us. And we appreciate it. We really do. We appreciate that.
Because without you, there's no McRae King.
Yeah. We're going to take a commercial break right now.
And we
will be right back.
Right back.
Talk to you soon. Yes, guys, that was our surviving diabetes trailer. As most of you know, I did a three-part segment on surviving diabetes, and I'm going to wrap it up sometime this month. So stay tuned for that.
And thank you, Roxanne. Roxanne, some of y'all, I don't want y'all to think that I did this for myself. When Tramel said, for me to have an Amazon wish list for my birthday, a lot of y'all hit me up inquiring where's my list. And I didn't have a list, but I created a list. Roxanne put the link in the chat, the list for the Amazon wish list for my birthday. I'm not an expensive person. I think the cheapest thing I picked was like $10, and the most expensive thing I picked was like $79. And then it ranges between $10 and $79. I didn't pick nothing expensive or nothing outrageous because, in all honesty, I didn't want to make a wish list. But some of y'all started asking me, "Where's the wish list? What is the wish list?" And I'm like, "I don't have one."
Yeah.
So I made one because people were asking for one. So Roxanne dropped the wish list link in the chat. So if you want something off the wish list for my birthday, feel free. If not, feel free. Like I said,
And believe it or not, people are sending you stuff already.
right? People were already sending me stuff.
Yeah.
So I already.
No.
Thank you so much. I was having a good time last night, but I was talking to Roxanne in the interview.
Sure was.
Yeah, I know you seen me drinking it.
Yeah, but you know, people have already ordered stuff off the wish list. That wish list ain't even
It's a
10
day.
minutes high.
It's a day old.
Yeah,
I did it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Joseph's birthday is gonna be awesome, y'all. It's gonna be awesome.
I got my mask.
You got two. You got three masks.
No, two.
And I haven't. My mask haven't come.
You better reorder it.
I'm waiting to see if it's gonna come today.
But even so, because yours did mine did.
Yeah, but I wait. But it's not even there. That's the thing, Joseph. It's not even there anymore.
Because it might not have ordered.
But yesterday it said
it was
running late. I don't know. Maybe it'll come today. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm still gonna get my mask, so I'm not worried about it. And guys, we're gonna do a giveaway that night. We're gonna do the giveaway. We're gonna give away a king bag and a queen bag. And it's gonna have a whole lot of different stuff in it.
So you men that watch us, you better come.
Yes, it's gonna have like a king ring in there. We got for the ladies, we got a queen ring for the ladies. We got a couple of other different things from different black entrepreneurs.
Because of the rings, the bag is not coming immediately because we gotta get the ring in your size. We're not gonna just send you a ring and it don't fit, or it's too big, or it don't fit because it's too small.
Right.
So we gotta order the ring. So once the ring comes, you can send the bag. Yeah.
So y'all, we're gonna have a giveaway that night. So y'all gotta be on point. You gotta come up
with the best mask.
You gotta show your mask. You gotta show us your mask. The person that got the best mask will win the bags. Okay?
Hint. Y'all know my favorite color.
Yes, and Joseph's favorite color is blue. So,
but I'm not gonna say that because, in all honesty,
your mask don't have to be blue.
It don't have to be blue because especially if you go like looking on Amazon, unless you see something that I might have missed that was blue.
And they had some nice.
They had some blue ones.
Show them the red one. Show them. They had some really nice masks on.
I actually have a blue mask.
And how much did that cost?
This was only
$10. $10, right?
Yeah, or 15 or 11. It was no more than $15.
Yeah. I would ask them to take it out the bag, but it's got all those nice, pretty feathers and stuff like that. I don't want you to get messed up.
And my other one.
And then he got these other masks. I can't wait for mine to come because mine are gold. But yeah.
My other one.
That's his other mask. Two masks. It's two of them in there, right?
No, it's just one.
It's two.
No, it's not. It's one. You sure? This is one, and got the butterfly hanging on.
Oh, I thought that was another mask up there.
It's attached to this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I only got two.
Yeah. So we ready. We're gonna have the Helmsley Cruises here. You know, those are our Rome friends. You know, we're gonna have them here. We're gonna have dinner. Oh my God, Joseph wants me to make him some baked ziti. So I'm gonna do a a cooking segment on Joseph's dinner.
Please, the last time you dropped it.
I'm not gonna drop it this time.
We need garlic bread.
Look at it. I'm not gonna drop it this time.
And the
though.
salad.
And I'm gonna do it in one of our glass pans because
Right, because I'm
not gonna drop it.
But
the only reason why I dropped it before, if you remember, is that aluminum pan was
and they
weak.
just told me I can't eat tomatoes and tomato sauce. I said, well, hon, for my birthday, I'm having a baked ziti. She was like, well, don't eat no tomatoes or potatoes. No cheese. The cheese too, but they send the medicine for that. They don't want to give me the medicine for the potassium. They just want me to cut back on potatoes and tomatoes, and I don't do bananas. Anything high in potassium.
Oh, okay.
So I said, okay, I can do that. I said, because like we eat spaghetti like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Whether it be spaghetti or something with spaghetti sauce. So I know that's what made my potassium high, because we really don't do potatoes a lot.
Right.
And I don't do bananas. So unless I'm eating something else that I don't know is high in potassium, then. See, that's the thing. That's why it's hard for me. I want to lose weight, but it's hard for me to go on a diet because y'all just don't understand how hard it is to eat when you're on dialysis. Like everything messes with you because your kidneys are not working properly. So the machine is cleaning you, but it's not cleaning you like your kidneys will. It's not getting rid of everything that your kidneys will get rid of. So right now, my potassium is super high. My phosphates are super high. My phosphates being high means that my whole body can calcify. And I just bump my toe and it'll break. So until they send me the medicine, which they claim should be here in a couple. Well, no, they didn't even mail it out.
Well, see, I rather do that with diabetes. It's diabetes, everything you goddamn eat.
But see, with diabetes, at least you know, let me stay away from sugar or sugary things.
Yeah,
or don't eat white rice. Let me eat brown rice. So it's easy.
I don't like brown rice.
No, but what I'm saying is it's easier to go on a diet and have diabetes than it is with dialysis. Mm-hmm. For example, like I said with the rice, all Tramel has to do is stop eating white rice and eat brown rice. Yeah. For me, I can't do that because brown rice is so high in phosphates that it'll jack me up real quick. Yeah. So I can't even eat brown rice. I can't eat wheat bread. I have to eat white bread.
It's like, what do? You sit here.
I can't even sit and eat vegetables.
You sit here, you eat some, maybe we can go outside and get some grass.
No, remember, I can't even eat certain vegetables. I can't eat fruits. I can't eat certain fruits. I can't, like, everything is like, anything I could do on a diet, I can't do because I can't. If I eat too much broccoli, that's too much. If I eat too much collard greens, that's too much.
Yeah.
Like all that, you can't.
You know what scares me, Joseph? Like when we go out and stuff like that, and we like, because both of us have kidney disease.
And no, you have kidney disease. I have end-stage renal failure.
Yeah, you have end-stage renal failure. It's a difference, a bit different. And both of us are allergic to star fruit. I'd be so scared to get a fruit salad in the store because I'd be like, what if something, the juice from the star fruit got into the salad or whatever? Because they tell us, don't eat star fruit, it'll kill you.
I don't really even see it in that many stores. So
Not up here.
Like, the only thing that kind of was scare, a regular salad don't scare me. A fruit salad, yeah, because they might have put... If I ever saw a fruit salad with star fruit in it, I wouldn't even mess with any of their fruit salads that they actually chop up and sell because I know they probably did it on the same table. And they already told me even something that star fruit touch can instantly kill me. I don't know what's in the star fruit. I don't know what it got, but whatever is in it, they told me instantly I can die because my kidneys aren't working.
And Auntie Pee Wee, that's the right attitude to have. Yes, be very afraid of diabetes. I'm telling all of y'all, be very, very afraid of diabetes. And I'll continue to say this. If you go to your doctor and he tells you you're pre-diabetic, you better listen to every single thing that he tells you to do because you do not want to get diabetes. You don't want to get it. And if you have it, if you've been diagnosed with it, and you're at the stage where you can reverse it, because diabetes can be reversed. A lot of people don't know that. Diabetes can be reversed. Joseph had diabetes and he reversed it. Do what your doctor tells you to do. Do what your doctor, and that's what my surviving diabetes. My last segment on diabetes is going to be. It's going to be giving you tips on what you need to do after you've been diagnosed. Because This is a disease that kills millions of people every year. Millions of people lose limbs. Millions of people have strokes. Millions of people have heart attacks. Millions of people go into just this disarray with their health because of diabetes. And we need to continue to have these discussions, especially in our community. Especially in our community, because diabetes has hit our community like a wrecking ball. It's hit our community worse than this pandemic. This pandemic ain't got nothing on diabetes. So, you know, you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy mind, body, and soul. And if I can help you do that by telling you some of the mistakes that I made and giving you the education that I've received, I'm going to do that. So stay tuned for Surviving Diabetes, the final chapter. Also, guys, I don't know why I'll be so late pulling this up, Joseph, but I'm gonna pull it up. And I don't know why I don't have this link saved.
So this is what I'm gonna need y'all to do right now. We're gonna need a moment of silence.
Why?
Because the original Rough Rider just died.
DMX died?
Yes.
He passed away?
At 50 years old.
Okay. Well, we'll take a moment of silence and we will remember the legend, the rapper, DMX. All right. DMX has passed away.
You better stop trying before we get kicked off.
I know.
You better stop trying.
I want to.
That's fine, but you better stop trying before we get kicked off, because you know it only take one little mistake.
One little mistake, child. One little stroke of the hand. But y'all know, listen, we got a new sneaker out. Y'all know that. And we need y'all support on purchasing our sneaker. That link will be in the chat as well. Y'all go and buy our sneaker and go to our boutique and get your t-shirts. Get your t-shirts, ladies. Get your t-shirts, your sports bras, your leggings. We even have face masks there. Get them. Go out there and get them. We need your support.
Yes, at the McRae Kingz boutique.
Yes.
You can have coffee in the morning with my face on your nose.
That's right. Speaking of that, where are our coffee mugs?
No, I don't know. You're the one always messing with stuff and moving stuff. And I had them hanging up nice and cute over the
because our studio is forever changing.
Probably downstairs.
In their box downstairs. It's forever changing. Our studio is growing.
It's going to change again real soon.
Yeah, it's grown. So, we just want to put those things out there for you guys. We also, guys, we really do still need your support. So anytime you wish to donate to the McRae Kingz, please make sure that you send us a CashApp. It could be $5, it could be $10, it could be $20. And if you really got it like that, child, send a brother 5 to 6, 7 G's or something like that.
No, that's that.
Well, CashApp will allow
I can tell you now, if somebody do that, I'm gonna pass out.
CashApp will allow us to get what $20,000. So anybody that's out there that has a little cash, a little mad money, you don't stash on the side, you want to sit McRae Kingz, couple of thousand, you can do that too.
Sure. I'll pass out when somebody send 100.
We do need your support because we are preparing to go out on the road soon. And we may be in a town near you. And if you want to book us, you can book us. If you want us,
book the McRae Kingz.
Yeah, book the
gmail.com.
Yeah, if you want to book us to come to your event or to come to your church and speak, if you want us to officiate over your wedding, we are wedding officiants. Matter of fact, we're doing a wedding next month. And I'll be recording. My son is getting married, and Joseph and I are actually performing the wedding ceremony. We're actually going to officiate their wedding. So
trying to find something weird.
I know. I have something.
Y'all don't understand that I don't like getting dressed up at all. I hate wearing shoes.
Me too.
Give me a cute little. Well, Tramel can't even wear shoes.
I can't wear shoes no more.
He has to wear sneakers.
Yeah.
So for me, I just prefer to wear sneakers. I can wear shoes. It ain't no big deal. But I hate getting dressed up.
You know, I'm so
now you get me urban dressed up with a nice, cute little denim outfit. We good to go.
Right.
But you know.
Yes.
I know there's times where I have to actually dress up and look a certain way, and I'm okay with doing that.
Yeah.
But finding something to wear is like the hardest thing for me to do because I'm so picky and particular about
and
how my
he's big and
clothes
tall
fit and what they look like. And
Joseph, did you really have a big and tall section on Amazon?
I do, but the clothes is whack.
No, that's why I got your birthday gift.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got that from big and tall.
Well, see, you know what, me, it's really the shirts.
Yeah.
The pants. Because, see, when you go to Big and Tall and try to get me some pants, you can get my waist size. But then again, then they have these little short sizes like 28, 32, not 32, 30.
And see, all jeans don't look right.
27.
Joe's got a little pinch your ass. He got a little plank, little pinch your ass. Got these cute little chicken legs.
If you a grown ass man with a 40-inch waist and the length is only 25, you a short little fat thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause no. I'm like, okay, where's the 32? Because 34 is too long. I just need 32. 32 sit right on my sneakers, on my ankles, and it's right. It's not too short. It's not too long. It's just right. Child, when I go to Big and Tall and try to find that size, I find a 40 or a 38 because I can get into a 38 too. A 40 or a 38. The length be 25, 24. And I'm like, who is this fat? Like, seriously. But there's people that buy them, so I'm sure. But in my case, it's like, okay, I need 32 to slack you down. But, yeah, because I even went on the website, and I didn't see nothing I liked.
No.
The Kingz size website, but their clothes is outrageously priced. It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you put a little extra material, you want about $20 extra. That's not going to work for me. But I'll find something in time for the wedding. And Jomel is going to get groomed because he's coming too.
Is it bad for us to talk about DMX passing? You know, he passed, but is it bad for us to talk about? Because, you know, there's this controversial comment going on in the streets that his family says that COVID-19 is what.
I only saw one report that said that. So, and it was a YouTuber. So you know how that goes.
We know that DMX was smoking crack. They was talking about this, like All About the Tea. She was talking about, you know, the drug use that DMX did. You know, to DMX was a crack. I don't like to say crackhead, but he was a drug head. Crack. That's what he did. That was his drug of choice, crack. And of course, I know because of my experiences with family members that have been on crack and stuff like that. Crack attacks your heart. It attacks your heart. It attacks your lungs, your heart, all of that. You can, and people don't understand. People don't believe that you can overdose on crack. You can overdose. You can. You know, you can overdose on just about any drug except for, I think, and I don't even consider that no drug no more. Weed ain't really no drug, you know. But
that they do, Roxanne. They do.
What?
She was like try Macy's, but that's where I ended up when I moved to Atlanta and I had to dress up for work. That's where I ended up having to go to get my work clothes. And I always forget about them. I always do. Them and JCPenney's. But didn't JCPenney go out of business? Or at least some of the stores did? I know the big store here where we live went out of business. But I'm gonna try. Well, actually, there's something in my wish list. There's two things in my wish list that I could wear to the wedding.
Ooh, Trisha, are you throwing shade at somebody? I love shade, child. You know I love shade, child. Girl, send me a message. Let me know the story. What's going on, girl? Send me an email so Joseph can read it to me. I love shade, child. So, you know, I see you. Trisha's like, yeah, I said what I said, and I'm not retracting anything. I want to hear the shade, Trish.
Oh no, I see who's going at it.
Oh, okay. I see the shade. I see the shade. Listen. I stays out of that. I'm staying out of that, child. That salad. I'm simple. I like a Caesar salad. Give me a Caesar salad. Yes, or order fries with ketchup on the side. I'm gonna stay out of that. But I know where the shade. I know where the shade is coming from. It's a level or blind girl. Y'all, you got me good. Trish, Trish, Trish. Behave yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is behave yourself, girl. Be nice. Be nice. Y'all be nice.
Right, Roxanne. Young people have heart attacks from crack.
Yeah. Crack can kill you.
Crack
kills. Y'all heard that before. Crack kills.
But at the same time,
to my brother-in-law,
it will if you are trauma, if you have a trauma to you, even though, and that's how I know it affects the heart. Mm-hmm. I know firsthand from an experience I went through with somebody. And the only reason why they are alive today was because they were high on crack. Mm-hmm. And the trauma that was caused was the crack was the only thing keeping their heart pumping because they had lost so much blood. Mm-hmm. So if it wasn't for the crack, they would have died. Mm-hmm. But because of the crack and it speeding up their heart rate and keeping them going, that's the only thing. They did end up eventually passing out, but it was because of so much blood loss.
Oh, man.
And the doctor said if it
y'all don't do crack.
Being high, I'm not saying get high and then have a trauma just to stay alive. That's not what I'm saying.
If you feel something in your spirit,
what I'm saying is
around inside, don't
the point I'm trying to make is that it does affect the heart.
Yeah, it does.
Because this person could have been dead based on what happened to them, but it was because of them being a crackhead that they stayed alive.
Yes.
So yes, it's a two-edged sword.
But see, I don't want to say this. This is my thing. Let me just say this. I come from the beginning of hip hop. I was there when there was no such thing as hip hop. I remember the first rap. I was a kid. I was like maybe 13, 14 years old when the first rap hit Rapper's Delight, and that wasn't even the first rap. You know what I'm saying? So I've been there from the beginning, and I want to give props to DMX. I have to give him his props because he was a phenomenal. He's a phenomenal artist. Like his rapping and his acting skills. Oh my God, the things that he could have done, the things that he could have been, but and a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand about what happens to you when you become famous. A lot of people don't understand the pressure of that. They don't understand the pressure of being famous. They don't understand why some artists turn to drugs. They don't understand why some artists get depressed and just decide they don't want to do it anymore. It's people like Andre 3000. Andre 3000 does not want to. He does not want to do music anymore. He just woke up one day because it was depressing him.
Because it's not what, even like me, when I first went to the studio and I made a demo, it kind of turned me away from, because I'm like, this ain't what I want to do. Like, I just want to go in the studio, open my mouth, sing, they mix it, and I go home. That ain't what happens. It's like, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Just sing this line, just sing that line. And it just gets to the point of like, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And like Uncle Fred was there with me. And by the time this man, and I say dumb down, but white down the song, because I jazzed it up and made it sound real soulful and black. By the time he undid everything I did to his song to make it better for me, that I was paying for. That's the part. I paid for the song, so I should be able to sing it however the hell I want to. No, that's not your vision for your song. I mean, granted, the song came out good. I played it for people, and no shade. They was like, Sade got a new song. I said, bitch, that ain't Sade, that's me. And if if I can find a tape recorder, I know I can find one on Amazon. I know where my tape is. I'll play it for y'all one day and let you hear. But that's how old it is that it's on a tape,
a reel.
No, it's on a cassette.
A cassette.
It's on a cassette. I just need a player.
Child, half these people in this damn chat don't even know what the damn cassette is.
But it's on the cassette. I know where the cassette is. It's in this house, and I just need. And I had one. I had a cassette. They do on Amazon. I had one in the car, but it actually sold out of Amazon.
Really?
So I had to find, and it was only like $10. I got to find another one so that I can buy it. And I want Tremella to hear it because Tremella hasn't even never heard it.
Well, he's heard my songs. Y'all, I've actually, y'all, my songs are here. A lot of my music is here on YouTube. And guys, I've written a lot of stuff that y'all probably done dance to and everything in the clubs and stuff like that. You know, somebody told me, a friend of mine, he told me, shout out to Robert Drummond on Facebook. He said, man, you need to write a book. You need to write a book about all of the things that you experienced working in the music industry. Because I worked in the music industry for over 20 years. You know, as a musician, as a backup singer, you know, everything across the board. When it comes to being in the background,
This is why I can't find my stuff when I'm looking for it.
What you looking for? Why?
No, go ahead. But we may have a treat for y'all.
Yeah. But I worked in the music industry for over 20 years. And so I know a lot. Let me tell y'all something. The stuff I know about these artists, like Beyonce and Jay-Z and DMX. I went on tour with DMX. It was the name of the tour was called Survival of the Illest. It was DMX, it was Onyx, it was Keith Murray and Eric Sermon, and God, who else was it? Keith Murray, Eric Sermon, and Redman and Method Man. It was a tour called Survival of the Illest. Y'all can check this out. It was called Survival of the Illest. I went on tour with them. And this is when DMX was like really in his prime. And y'all don't know that. If you don't know nothing about DMX is much trauma, as much controversy as he created. He was a man. He was a true man of God. You hear me? When I tell you, after every show, he would say a prayer that would bring you to your knees. He had brothers in the audience on their knees crying at the prayers that he would say. He would rap it. He would turn it into a rap, but it was a prayer, and he would cry, and he would just give all this emotion and stuff, and that was real. It wasn't nothing fake about DMX. Nothing fake about him. And he had a rough life. He came from the streets. You know, he talked about how his mother would lock him in the closet. She would lock him in the closet and for hours. And he would, DMX was one of those kids that went to like what's those schools, those boarding schools and stuff like that.
Parochial schools.
Yeah, he went to those schools where, kids that have disciplinary issues go. He would go to those type of schools and stuff. He had a really tumultuous childhood and upbringing, and because of that, he really didn't know how to communicate even with his children. Like him and his son, they was on Ayanna. He told his son, he was like, "Fuck you, man, get the fuck out of my face." He told Ayanna, he was like, "Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch."
But you have to understand,
he didn't know how to talk to people. He because of his upbringing, because of the person that people turned him into. He took that and he just applied it to his life. He didn't give a damn. He really did. I remember one time they had a whole party set up for him in Brooklyn, and he's like, "I don't want to go." He stayed home as he was staying. He stayed in his hotel room smoking. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to smoke weed. He wanted to smoke crack. That's the type of person he was. DMX was a person that just did whatever he wanted to do. And I commend him for that. I wish that he hadn't made the mistakes that he made. I wish that he hadn't made this mistake that he made. And this caused him a heart attack. But It is what it is. And let me just say this about, and see, I see somebody in the chat saying that they were crying because don't cry because he's dead. Don't cry because DMX is dead. You celebrate that. You celebrate. And see, guys, I look at that in a totally different way. So please, guys, don't think that I'm being insensitive or anything like that, but I celebrate that. I celebrate it. I celebrate it when one of my brothers and sisters goes over to the other side because that tells me that they're going to be fine. He up there with Tupac and Biggie and all the other rappers that done passed on and all the other people that he loves. And he over on the other side. He all right, y'all. He fine. He fine. He ain't on no tubes. He ain't got no machine trying to keep him alive and all that. He is fine. Will we really miss him? Now, come on, y'all. Will we really miss DMX? Are we really gonna miss him? When was the last time y'all seen DMX do a show? When was the last time y'all heard him make an album? He was never gonna do that again. We will miss the presence of him, but his music lives on. His music will always live on. As long as there's life on this planet, DMX's music is going to live on. He's going to live on, just like every other artist that has passed away that we know of. They're like, listen, when somebody dies, life goes on. Life goes on. That's why Joseph, I told Joseph, I already told my husband, child, when I die, child, I don't want no damn funeral. I don't want no funeral, child. As a matter of fact, I made a video for my funeral. I'm doing my own eulogy.
He was 50. He's actually the age I'm about to turn next Friday.
Yeah. But I don't want no funeral. I want everybody to have a party. I want you to party. Celebrate me.
I will.
Yeah, celebrate me.
And I'm gonna put you in the clown outfit.
You better not put me in no goddamn clown outfit. I swear to God, I'm gonna come back and kill you.
Put you in the wooden box so people can get their ass, look at you, and then burn.
Okay, well you can do it. Yeah, well, I do want to be cremated. So it really don't matter what I have on. It really don't.
I'm gonna put you in the clown outfit.
Okay, well I'm gonna do the same thing for you. I'm gonna turn you on your stomach so if I can see your ass. And
you can put a sign that says he died saying kiss my ass.
See,
I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't look at death. Death is not dark for me. It's not dark for me. Like if my mom was to pass away today, yes, I would be sad. Yes, I would shed some tears. But at the same time, I know that my mom is going to a better place. Anybody in my life like that, even my husband. If my husband passed away today, I would shed tears, but I would know he was going to a better place. I would know that he's okay.
Right, Uncle.
I would know that he is just going to be just fine.
What was I watching? I was watching something, and they was talking about how, your friends should be able to tell you when you're messing up, and when you people sit back and watch you going down a rabbit hole, and instead of them trying to stop you, they just allow you to do it. And then when you're there, then they want to talk about you. And I agree, like people saw, and it's not just with him, with anybody, people see what you're doing. And instead of them opening their mouths, and actually it was Roxanne, now that I'm thinking about it. Like she said, people knew, but they didn't try to stop it. People do that. And I'm like, if you go down a rabbit hole, somebody needs to stop you. Like at some point, I'm sure there were people that tried, but there was more people that sat there and watched and didn't say nothing. And I always say like this, because I learned a lesson with a friend of mine. Me and another friend of mine. One of my friends went through something and ended up dying. And both of us never said anything to him about it. And we both felt when he died that had we opened our mouth and said something, he might be alive to this day. And that's a horrible feeling when you could have maybe prevented something, but you sat back and just, I'm not saying nothing. They grown, they should know what they're doing. And then when something happens, it's like, maybe I should have said something. Maybe I should have, maybe if I would have, then, but it's too late now.
Yeah,
it's too late now.
Listen, everybody got an expiration date.
My point with that is this: But I think, sometimes people's expiration date doesn't have to be as soon as it is.
Yes, it does. Because listen, God gave us free will. You have
no, but you just said it right there. God gives you free will.
It's free will.
And yes, I believe God knows your path. And if you go down this path, just like a path, you have free will. But you also have a free will that if you go down this path, you're gonna live a long life. If you go down this path, you're gonna die fast.
That's true.
So what I'm saying to you is, if you see somebody doing something, you may be that person that switches them to this path. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're gonna stop somebody, but it will stop them from dying as soon. Right. If it keep going this way.
Right. But you gotta look at it from both sides of the spectrum, though. So you have to say yourself.
What I'm saying is, everybody's not gonna listen.
No.
Everybody's not gonna listen.
No, but what I'm saying
when they go, you don't have to sit there and say, well, maybe if I would have said something, then it might have not progressed the way it did.
Right, but your path may have been not to intervene, and that's okay because you have your own journey.
I have a free will.
Because
I have a free will to intervene or not.
Let's be real about it. We have people that come into our lives and they say, "Listen, Joseph, I see you doing this wrong, and I want to see you go down this road." Da 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 da. Right? But then we have people that see you doing that. They see you doing wrong and stuff like that. They don't say nothing, right?
No, but then
it may be because they're not meant to say anything. Let me tell you. This is how strongly I feel about this.
No, but then there's people. Before you say that, let me say this as an example to what you said. I was in a really bad relationship to begin with. Everybody told me to leave. This one particular girl that got hired that actually only stayed on the job for a week. She was talking to me, and I was talking to her, and she looked at me and said, "Why do you deal with that? Wouldn't you rather have peace and be by yourself, or stay with this person and be miserable?" When she said it, it made total sense.
Right.
It was like an epiphany. Now everybody else is telling me basically the same thing, just in a different way, and I ain't listening to none of them. She said what she said. Was in my life for a week. Never saw her again. Don't even remember her name because she was just temporary on my job. And what she said with me stuck with me my whole entire life. Every time I get in a situation, I hear her voice go, "Would you rather have peace and be by yourself? Or would you rather be in this situation?" And even though she's not a part of my life anymore, she has helped me in situations that if she would have never said that to me, it would never be stuck in my head. So I agree with you that everybody's not, just because everybody says something to you don't mean you're going to listen.
Right.
But it's that one person that will come along, whether it's a stranger, whether it's whoever, that will come along and say something to you that changes your whole thought process.
Listen, both of us, we although we are Christians, we do. Sometimes we follow the advice of people that are clairvoyant, people that are psychics and stuff like that. From a psychic standpoint, I've heard psychics say, especially like Sylvia the psychic, I was one of her biggest followers because a lot of stuff that she said was accurate. And she said, one thing she said is, believe it or not, we write our own charts before we come down here. We write our own charts, and like I said, listen. Everybody has an expiration date. There's a day you come into this world, and there's a day you go out this world. It's the way, for the most part, people the traumatization. I'm gonna use that word. The traumatization comes from how you go out. Well, he had a heart attack. He got shot. He got killed.
If I wrote this for my life, somebody needs to slap the shit out of me.
Listen, if what she said is true, if she said we write our own charts. When I get up there and I see that chart,
and y'all ain't never got to worry about me coming back because I ain't coming back.
Well, this psychic, she said that a lot. That's why you see a lot of, death in the world. That's why you see a lot of childbirth deaths because people are not wanting to come here. And you guys, I'm going deep. I'm going deep. They say souls don't want to come here. you know. And what a lot of people don't understand is about us as people. You know, when you talk about God and when you talk about spirituality and people and stuff like that, is just coming down here and just living down here. You up there in heaven, you are looked at as if you were just one of the greatest people in the world. Because this ain't easy. This ain't easy. To be judged, to be mocked, to be killed, to be tortured, to be ridiculed, to be teased, to be put down, to be belittled, to be all these things, the disease, the conditions, the not being able to walk, the ailments, the just trickling down of your health. It's not easy to be a it's not easy to be human.
We need to go
It's
back
not.
to the fact that we write out, because if I wrote this for my life,
Yes. Yeah.
I need to be slapped.
Well, so we just like I said that we
Or
write our own
let's
charts.
just say because you looked upon as greatness, when you come down here, maybe, and I saw the video. It's on YouTube. You just look up Sylvia Brown, and
Yeah.
I don't know the title of it, but I saw it. It's on YouTube.
Oh, when she talks about heaven and what heaven looks like and stuff like
And
that.
my thing is this: if I wrote this for my life, that means in heaven. When I wrote this, I wanted to come down here and suffer to prove that I could get through this. Now I don't. That part of it.
Well, see, a lot of people,
Now,
a lot
I
of
do
us went through
believe-
what Job went through.
For a reason, I do believe that a lot of us have lived before in a different life.
Oh, I know.
The reason why I say that is because if 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are focused on a certain part of life.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as my mother, she was just anything that had to do with slaves. She was intrigued by it, like that. She had to stop.
That's like
and watch
me would be an
Him
Egyptian.
would be an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Me would be Greek gods and Roman goddesses. And
I think I was an
if
Egyptian
I lived in that
prince.
time.
I think I was an
Because
Egyptian
things like that
prince
just
or something
excite
like
me. As soon as
Yeah.
I see it, I'm like, ooh.
I think
It's like it's taking me back to
Yeah.
a time that I lived in. And like even when I
you get these
dream
deja
sometimes,
vus. Yeah.
I get these deja vus of I've been here before.
Yeah.
And like the desire to go to Rome and to go to Italy and go places like that
Right.
is strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe when we pick a period, like my best friend, all he likes is like gangster stuff and gangster movies. And I think
Yeah.
he lived in the time
I have a friend that like
he was a gangster.
He wanted to live in the Harlem Renaissance.
Right.
He loved the
There's
Harlem
always
Renaissance.
a period of time that intrigues us.
Right.
And everybody's time it's not like it's everybody likes the same time period, but it's a time period in history
Right.
that just intrigues us that when we see it, it's like,
Yeah.
because I really believe because we lived in that time
I
before.
would love to find myself in an old picture. Like, you know, they've got a picture of Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to find myself in an old picture. You know,
You
because
gotta
I
do-
do believe, and I said this the other night. I said this last week. I said, the Lord recycles. Y'all know He recycles, right? Y'all know the Lord recycles. Because some of these churn.
Oh, I had a man grab me when I was
So no,
15.
Joseph. Some of these kids have been here before.
No, but I had a
These
man grab me
churn
when
be
I was
saying
15.
stuff like, I know. Let me tell you something. I got a niece. She ain't even 2 years old. But she can sit and have a whole conversation with you. Legs crossed. And give her a little cup of whatever, some juice, and put it in a coffee cup. My niece can have a grown conversation with you. She'd be like, so hi, how are you? My name is Morgan. You like my hair? Oh, you should. Oh, yeah, we went to the beauty parlor and got it done. Yes, we went and got our nails done. That's my niece, my great niece, Morgan. She's only 3 years old, but she can sit and have a whole conversation with you. The Lord recycles. The Lord recycles. My great niece acts like she's an older woman. It's more than just, you know, what she sees from her mom. No. These kids these days, they done been here before, child.
And
The Lord
you
recycles.
have a doppelganger. Because it happened to me when I was
The
15.
Lord recycles, y'all.
I was
Y'all
going
remember
into
that.
my
So,
grandfather's
when you-
house, and that man grabbed me. And I'm like, who? He's like, why aren't you with your mother? I said, I am with my mother. Get off of me. And here come my mother.
Yes, and there is another side. Because let me tell you
And
something. Let me
she-
tell you what me and Joseph been experiencing. I said, Joseph, I don't know what the fuck is going on in this goddamn house, but I smell my father. And my father was a police officer, right? And my father used to wear this distinctive cologne called black suede. It ain't no black suede cologne in this house, no damn where. But I smell it downstairs. I smell it on some of my clothes. I'm like, Joseph, you got on cologne? He's like, no, I got no cologne on. It's Joseph. I smell my father.
Can I finish my story?
Yeah, I'm sorry. But I'm like, Joseph, I smell my father. So I'm just saying this stuff just to prove to people that, it's okay when somebody passes away. It's okay to feel joy because know that there is another side and they are on it. You just can't see them. You're not privy to that. They might be sitting right next to you.
Oh, I don't care what nobody say. I know there's spirits and people walking around. Because what he's saying is true. When I go downstairs and I watch TV, like I would smell it, and especially in a guest bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as you walk in, you smell this cologne.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started smelling perfume too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
me too, last week.
What's this? Now it's perfume.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my mother wore different types of perfume, so I can't say it's her because she didn't have one distinct perfume that she wore. And I'm like sitting in the living room, and first I get a whiff of cologne, then I get a whiff of perfume, and I'm like, oh my God, it's two of them. It's a man and a woman because you clearly, you sit there and can clearly smell the difference in the cologne versus the perfume. And I'm sitting there like, okay, there's no, Jomel ain't got it. He's sitting next to me on the couch, and I'm downstairs. Tramel is upstairs because we give each other. That's my me time.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, okay, this cologne and perfume is like all around me. Like it just takes over the whole room.
I don't care.
And maybe that's why. And honestly, maybe that's why the living room is so cold.
That my focus, my eye is focused on. Remember that pillowcase?
And
your sister gave you? And has your mother picture?
And my grandmother.
I don't care. The only now, our guest bedroom is in disarray right now. Got a whole bunch of clothes and stuff on the bed and stuff like that. It's no messy. But I don't know what it is. Every single time I go in there to get something, I pick up this pillowcase. And it's a pillowcase, and it has a picture of Joseph's mother on it. And I'm like, why do I continue to keep on picking up this pillowcase? I mean, I don't even see it's like the first thing that strikes me when I come.
And the only reason why I haven't saged the house yet is because I know my mom is gone and his father is gone. And we smelling men's and women's perfume.
Yeah, I it doesn't bother me.
It's not bothering us. It ain't like they go and bump in the night or nothing. It's just I know that something is in my house. And it's a man. One is a man and one is a woman.
Yeah, that's my father.
And see, that's the thing where we live at. All the houses are old.
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, somebody died in these houses.
Yeah, they're like hundreds of years old.
Because this is where the slaves ran.
Yeah.
Because Harriet Tubman's house is like an hour away from us. So this is like where all the slaves ran when she freed them from the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in our area, but this
it's
area
a lot of slaves up here.
And it's like the other house, they was just going bumping the night. Hey, that child. They was turning out like but it wasn't scary. It wasn't a negative thing. It wasn't something that made you feel, oh God, I gotta get out of this house. It was just like they wanted you to know we're here. This is just more like a comforting thing. Cause you smell the cologne, like the cologne smells amazing.
Uncle Fred's talking about when he leave here in 30 years, he comes back to scale.
The cologne smells amazing. And the perfume does too. Like the smell.
The cologne smells.
It's always as soon as you go in the guest bedroom.
Yeah.
The guest bedroom is where both smells.
And it don't go no further than that.
No, it comes in the living room.
I'm not
you don't go downstairs. It comes all the way in the living room.
Listen, and
it's not every day.
It wasn't troubling me. It was intriguing me to the point where I had to ask Joseph, do you smell that? And he's like, what are you talking about, Chanel? What are you talking about? And I'm like, I smell my father. And see, I knew my father had this distinctive smell to him. He wore the same, I kid y'all not, he wore the same cologne from Avon every single day as a police officer, and that's how he smelled. And I smell that, you know. But anyway, guys, we gotta get on out of here. We got some errands to run. It's Friday, you know. Um,
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm ready to go get something to eat. We can go to Taco Bell. My treat.
Well, because it ain't mine.
Okay. Um, y'all be sure y'all watching us on all social media platforms.
Make sure y'all check out Roxanne's interview.
Yes, make sure y'all check out the interview.
I'll drop it again in the chat.
Make sure y'all check it out. Check out that. That's a part of our Survivor series. Roxanne did an interview with us yesterday in depth. She told us about her life. And you guys, I'm telling you, that is an interesting story. It'll help some people. It will save some people. It'll make some people cry. It'll educate you on what it is to have endured abuse. You know, make sure you taking care of yourself and living your best life. You say you're living your best life, then live, by all means, live your best life. Stop allowing drama and conflict to hinder your life. Stop allowing it. Even when your friends when your friends call you on the phone, they want to tell you, listen, I ain't trying to hear all that. Don't be calling me with all that dramatic shit, because it really ain't none of my concern. I really don't want to hear it. Stop allowing dramatic situations to hinder you from living your best life. Remember, your best life is most important. Your greatest work is most important. This is your journey.
And I'm going to put another link in the chat. Please make sure you go and subscribe to my sister's YouTube channel, Stories on the Steps.
Oh, yes. Most definitely.
She just started. She has 2 videos up. And we know how it was when we just started.
Can we put her on the community wall?
And I did. Okay. And she's on the community wall. I'll put the link in the chat. We know, all of us content creators know how it was when we first started. I'm proud of her because she's always scared about everything.
But so she's doing a great job.
When she sent me the video, I'm thinking she's sending me something on YouTube.
I thought she passed out.
She didn't tell me. She was just like, oh, watch this video and tell me what you think. And it was her. And I was like, oh my God, first of all, I want to know, what did Deja use? Because she look amazing.
Yes, she does.
I was like, I want to know what my
Tracy is pretty anyway.
Right. So. But I was just like, oh my God, you're amazing on camera. But what took you so long to do this?
Right.
Me and Tramel constantly.
Because I was like ready, like, okay, what we gonna do stories on the set? Okay, what's the first story?
Right.
What we gonna talk about?
You know. Put out another one Sunday for Easter. With her Bible that my mom got her, that's personalized. So all the names in the Bible have been changed to her name and her husband's name. So now they're gonna get another one because she didn't have the baby when my mother did it.
Oh, okay.
So now she's gonna get another one, and I believe she tells you how to order it if you want one with your name, your husband's name, your kids' names. They personalize the Bible so that instead of saying Elizabeth went with Jesus, it'll say Roxanne went with Jesus down to the river. Or if it's Joseph, it'll say Tramel went down.
Right. I think that's so
it's wonderful. A personalized Bible with your name, and all the names you send them of your family can go in the Bible. So your kids, your husband. Right. It's cute. It's really cute.
And shout out to Lisa showing me and Lisa. Linda, Lisa, listen, Lisa. I gotta get with you, girl. I'm loving those wigs. I'm loving them. I got to have one of those, girl. I got to have one. I do.
I think she put you, but you don't go on Facebook.
She put me in a group. She put me in a group of people, but I got to have the one that she showed this morning. Oh, that wig was off the chain. It was off the chain. I had to have me one of those. So me and Lisa will be talking. And, you know, Lisa's the one that sent us those beautiful cups. Yeah, those beautiful tumblers, the bling ones. I ain't got mine this morning. It's downstairs. But guys, we're gonna leave y'all with that. We're gonna leave y'all on that note. Y'all have a great weekend. Of course, you guys know we don't come on the weekend, so we'll see you guys on Monday.
I may surprise y'all.
Okay.
I may.
Well, that
So home
shit
doesn't
is
pass.
that shit is. I might too. I might do some.
I may
music.
surprise y'all to with Joseph Rand.
Yeah,
You can't do well.
I wanted to do like a DJ set and just do it, but I don't want to mess up our numbers and stuff like that. So I can't do it. But guys, y'all have a great weekend, and remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness, and always remember.
You make sure you dare to be different as well.
Yes.
And it's always, even when we're not here, Team McRae.
Authentic.
Later, y'all.
Peace. I'm so glad.
It's still on.
What's going on?